Oh man, I'm gonna have to eat so much crow over this shit. Greetings, toy heads, and welcome to another episode of Go Figure with me, your host, Eli Williams, here on the Digitally Rebastard Network, the action figure show about news, reviews, collecting tips, customizations, kit bashing, everything that goes into this fun, nerdy hobby that you and I both love. And in this special episode, we're doing an unboxing and review of the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Gold Label Robin Dick Grayson. This thing right here. And I know what some of you are probably saying. Eli, you never talk kindly about Todd McFarlane, and you would be correct in that assumption and that memory, and you're right. I am not an advocate for Todd McFarlane action figures. I own 3 now. I own the Swamp Thing, and I own the issue 1000 Superman, and the reason why I got this is because I pre-ordered and I said, if you recall in some of my past videos, if they made a Dick Giordano, Jim Lee, Dick Giordano, Jim Lee, or Jim Aparo Batman, which they came out with the pre-order this past week for the Nightfall Batman, I was going to get it because that is my favorite Batman. And there's only been one other incarnation of that, which was the DC, I think DC Collectibles made one, a Nightfall Batman, and it's pretty cool. And then, so the reason why I got this was I thought, well, the Batman's going to need a Robin, and this is a Dick Grayson Robin, and I just stumbled upon this on Amazon, and it was on sale and at a good price. And this was a McFarlane exclusive gold label. So here we are. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you, and I'm going to give this a completely honest review. If this figure pisses me off, I'm going to talk about why it pisses me off. I haven't had it out of the package. It's right here. We're going to unbox it. So let's take a look. Oh, man. So here we go. Right up here at the top, we see 22 moving parts. McFarlane Toys. There's the gold label, ages 12 plus. There's Robin. And you know, nothing against their sculpt. They look good. But in my experience with my Superman, who I can't get to stand up unless he's on a stand, and the Swamp Thing is okay, but he's giant. I don't like the giant figures. I want 6 to 7 inch in between those two. That's what everything should be. Well, crazy Todd McFarlane doesn't do that. He makes giant figures. So I can't wait to get this all lined up at the end of this. So anyway, enough of that. DC Multiverse, Robin Dick Grayson right there, as you see. On the side, we got the side of the box, and then there's, DC Universe, and then that, and the DC Multiverse. And then here on the side, Robin Dick Grayson, DC. It's a Rebirth Robin, but it'll go with the Nightfall Batman because that's his costume. They probably won't ever make an actual real Dick Grayson, Silver Age Dick Grayson Robin. But so here we got Robin Dick Grayson, DC Rebirth. There he is right there in all his Robininess. Down here at the bottom, DC in Universe Infinite, blah blah blah, QR code. And then on the bottom here we've got jibbery jabbery legal jargon, Houses of Klingon, DC Warner Brothers barcode, and some scratch off. Is that a scratch off thing, or is that, no, it's just, I don't know. I don't know what this is. I don't have high hopes. I may be wrong. I might have to eat my words when I open this. This might be magnificent. I don't know. But past experience, and the fact that it's giant. So let's get Trusty out. Pew! And get in here. God, I can't believe I'm doing this. But I needed a Robin for my Batman, so these guys are going to go on a shelf by themselves. I'm going to get a little shelf, and they're going to go up on my wall, and they'll be there because I don't want them intermingling with my Mattel DC Multiverse, DC Universe Classics, tainting my shelf. And I know what a lot of you are going to be saying. Well, why did you buy it? Well, I just told you. I wanted that Batman. That is my favorite type. That's my favorite Batman. Okay, this is all weird packaging. All right, so we've got the stand. I better get that out because I'm pretty much banking on the fact that this thing isn't going to stand up by itself, which is why they come with these giant stands, because they don't stand up by themselves. All right, I'm not even worried about this packaging. I'm not going to get the card out. Yeah, I'm going to get the card out. Okay, I'm just ripping this whole thing off. I don't care about this package is getting thrown away. I'm not keeping it. I'm not keeping this package. All right, let's get his accessories out. Okay, this is taped in. Gosh, Eli, this was an awful angry review. Well, he's got, and they just reestablished the DC license too. So we've got, you know, more on the way. And I really would love to see Mattel have this license back. Especially after, I just dropped that hand on the floor and I don't care. They just got the license back. Oh, I just broke my fingernail on this. It's already injuring me. Look at that. I broke my fingernail on this stupid packaging. Okay, I'm just going to open this up. I'll get it out. We'll put it on the pedestal. Okay, here we've got him on the pedestal. Let's take a look at his accessories. First off, he's got 8 hands. So 4 sets of hands. Comes with, by default, a fisted hand on his right and a splayed out hand on his left. We've got a fist hand for the left right there, as you can see. We have a fist hand, and then we have a pointy finger for the right. A pointing finger. These are obviously, I guess, this is the first review I've done as a Todd McFarlane, and I hate myself right now, but, you know, I needed a Robin for my Batman, and, you know, I saw this, and I thought, well, what the hell. So we've got a fisted hand. These are somewhat soft, rubbery hands. These go on a ball peg, I'm assuming, underneath the hinge on the wrist. Then we have, for the right hand, we have sort of a grip trigger finger hand. I almost dropped it on the floor. They're trying to escape. This is my studio here with all my figures trying to tell me that this is wrong. So we have a trigger finger hand for some reason. I don't know why. But then we have a sort of grip trigger finger hand for the other side on the left there. And then we have an open, sort of another open splayed out sort of clawed hand for the right. And then another one for the left, which is like a thumbs up. Because, yeah, why not? Then we have a batarang with a bat rope attached to it, which is an actual rope. This is actually a pretty good accessory. The hands are good too. Again, hey, when we get to this, I may have to eat my words. So you're here to witness. Looking at this, I mean, we've just got a rope and then a little batarang with a hole through it and the rope tied in a knot. So that's actually a pretty cool accessory. Then we have a classic McFarlane stand, the black stand round with the DC logo on it. And that's pretty much it. I did have a little bit of trouble getting him to stand up, but I was able to do it. And then we have the trading card, Robin, Dick Grayson, DC Rebirth, and then a little blurb here on the back about that. And then here we have Robin. Dick Grayson, Robin. Let's get the ruler out here. If I can get the ruler out, here we go. Okay, so Robin stands at approximately about 5.5 inches tall. I've got his legs sort of splayed out a bit so he will stand up, because these tend to be a little back heavy because of they're very light plastic, hollow plastic, hard plastic with rubberized capes, and, well, you know how physics work. But yeah, we're about 5.5 inches tall on Robin, which is kind of tall. Looking at the sculpt, it is a pretty good sculpt. It's not really Silver Age. I'm not a big fan of the hair. I wish it was more parted and uniform, like, you know, But this is the Rebirth Robin. But it is the classic Robin costume, that's what kind of spoke to me on it. It is a rubber cape, so boo on that. I don't like rubber capes. I like cloth good capes. And I've got a feeling that the Nightfall Batman is going to have a rubberized cape and not a cloth cape, even though we did see him do it with the Michael Keaton Batman from The Flash and the Ben Affleck Batman from The Flash. Both have cloth good capes, but, whatever. So, yeah, it's a rubberized cape, and it's sort of swooshed off to the side here, which, if someone does, one of my cape people on eBay or Etsy, make a cape for this, I may consider getting one because it looks like this whole thing would come off. It is glued down in the back, but I would be able to rip this off, and I don't know if I can get the head off or not, but I don't know. Probably not. I'm not going to put much effort into this. We've got the green sleeves with the red tunic over it and the belt with the gold. It's not really a shiny gold paint app belt buckle on there, which I kind of feel like it should be. I can make it that very easily with my gold pen. You've got a very large R on the uniform, which I guess is okay. You've got the little yellow clasps there going up the tunic, and then it's splayed out here. The little sort of scaled trunks on him there. Down to the green gloves. It's a classic Robin. Bare legs going down to the little sort of Robin Hood shoes with the little elf pointed shoes. It does have toe hinges, which I don't like. But let's take a look at articulation. We've got the head all the way around. It looks like it is a static neck. Let's see if we can pop the head off. Okay, it is a ball. It is a dumbbell going into the head. It actually kind of popped off of there pretty easily. So you got a dumbbell going into the neck. It is, I think that's a static neck. That is not that is not a ball going into the body there. But head all the way around. Does have pretty good down. Okay back. His hair's catching on the back of the cape there. The mask looks good. I just wish the hair was more parted and up there and not so willy-nilly down on his forehead. Arms, we got arms all the way up to here. The joints are actually pretty smooth on the shoulder hinge there. We've got a little butterfly hinge in underneath the tunic there. Arms go up to here. We've got a bicep swivel with a double elbow that goes right to there. Wrist all the way around, and then we have a hinge on the wrist, and the hands actually come out very easily, almost too easily. Yeah, you've got the wrist. The hinge on the wrist is actually one of the nice things about this is the wrist hinge goes. You can turn it whichever way you want. So I mean, it is good articulation. I don't like that. I don't like the feel of this plastic. It's not as soft and vinyl-y as like I'm used to with some of these figures. Going down to the legs, legs all the way out to there. It's not a drop-down ball joint. There is no thigh swivel, unfortunately. But we do have a double knee that goes all the way back to there. Down to that, we have detent. Well, it's not detents on the feet. It's another peg or another hinge on the feet. So you've got swivel and a forward, and I guess sort of a rocker on that. So here we go. We're gonna try to stand him. Let's get his arm around there. So yeah, see, this is the problem with them. They're back heavy, so you kind of have to lean them forward, which is where the stand comes in. So we're just going to put him on the stand because that's how I'm going to have to display him, because I don't need Robin leaping off the shelf. This is one of the reasons why it's not going to go on my shelf with my regular collection. He and Batman are going to have their own little shelf. So there we go. Let's pop him off this. This is going to be interesting. Let's pop him off the shelf, pop him off the pedestal, and we'll line him up with some other characters and see how he scales up. All right, here we got him with the Hasbro Star Wars The Black Series, Return of the Jedi Deluxe Boba Fett, the Hasbro G.I. Joe Classified Series Flint, the Mattel DC Universe Classics Robin, and the Mezco 1/12 Collective Batman Golden Age Edition Dark Knight. All in all, I guess he's okay. I'm going to be completely honest. I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. I think the R is too big. I know it's Rebirth, but I think the R is too big. The flesh tone is really, really white. I don't like the plastic on the legs. I don't, no thigh swivel. So you're missing that, even though I do get it. The feet, the ankles have swivels on them. I don't like toe hinges on figures. I just don't. Toy Biz was doing it, and I just don't like it. It's okay. It looks good, but he needs to be shorter. This is the young Dick Grayson, obviously the young Dick Grayson as a boy. So he should be, he should be below his head. Top of his head should be just below the shoulders of like the other figures. This is obviously an adult Dick Grayson. But I had to have a Robin for my Batman. So when I get my Batman, I think it's going to be at the end of July. I'll do an unboxing review of that. And that's pretty much it. I'm not getting any more Todd McFarlane stuff. I don't like his product. The fact that I got this is just simply because, like I said, I needed a Robin for my Batman. I don't like what he's doing with the DC universe, and I feel like they could be done better and to scale to what most of us collect with, Star Wars Black Series, G.I. Joe Classified Series, the old Mattel DC Universe Classics and DC Multiverse, Hasbro Marvel Legends. They, G.I. Joe Classified, Indiana Jones Adventure Series, everything, Mattel they're making, Hasbro's making, Mezco's making, SH Figure Arts is making. I know NECA tends to go a little bit bigger, right in the 7-inch range, but it's Robin, and I'm going to have a Robin for my Batman. And I'm sorry for those, again, if you love Todd McFarlane stuff and you like collecting him and that's all you collect and you got them all on your shelf, yeah, it all looks uniform. That's great. There's no wrong way to do this. There's no wrong way to collect in this hobby. But at the same time, if you don't like something, you got to say you don't like something. So, don't tack me up because I don't like Todd McFarlane. There's nothing wrong with you for liking it. There's nothing wrong with you for collecting it. I just don't like the scale. He needs to make stuff. Just even when he did that, he's made these new superpowers. They're slightly bigger than the older ones. Why? Why would you make stuff off scale? It doesn't make any sense. People want, to have their shelf look uniform, and instead of, having figures like you get Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, you put them up with your other stuff and they look like they're giants. And I get it. They're supposed to be gods and all this stuff, but anyway. So there you go. There's a Todd McFarlane Robin. Going to be in my collection on his own separate shelf. He ain't going to mingle with my guys. So that'll do it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Smash that bell so you can get information on all the good things coming out of the Digitally Rebastard Network. You all have a great week and a great day. I'll see you next time. And until then, don't forget to get your figure on. Take care.